Bad bear.
Sanda LPF, Riga, Latvia goes for number 1.
Меня зовут Рихард Бигис, наша команда называется Sanda LPF, мы с Риги, с Латвии. Мне кажется, хороший способ себя проверить в команде, чтобы поменьше травм было. Ну и, в принципе, все. Удачи не пожелаем.
GPG, New York, USA goes for number 3.
My name is Jody Poff. I'm the coach of Team USA, GPG, Global Proving Ground, and we're here to represent USA. Team Fighting Championship is a great event. It's, definitely a lot of unknown. I mean, we just go out there, you give everything you got. Not a lot of strategy can be done with this, but you just have to go out there, weather the storm, be ready for it. My guys have been training hard for this. They're ready. They're very conditioned, ready to go.
Shorty fall up in the spot there. Contacts in the side. What we do, and we gon' do it past 2. Welcome to the club. They know they keep it gangsta, striking with the meanest of mud, blowing buzz, guzzling subs, posted up at the club, while 50s and dubs get shoved in thongs of those striking wood that make me live steady swinging from poles. Tequila rolls keep my player status at ball. Got all the bitches blocking 'cause they know that.
Good evening, dear ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you on the second Team Fighting Championship event. We are using unified MMA rules. The condition for the victory is last man standing. And we welcome Sergey Domnin, our main judge, and his team. And let's meet first team for the first fight. It's Riga, Latvia, Sanda LPF.
This ain't no fairy tale, it's all real. With niggas drip blood, sweat, and tears for this grill. Fuck a record deal. I sell my shit on the blocks like a hustler with keys, and I get talking for locks. Clocks is steady ticking in the last days. Paper droughts got niggas out and about showing they wicked ways. Blazing the trip in the whip, sitting on 24s. Keeping the heat beneath seats for shiesty nigga rolls. Staying up in holes like criminals up off a dime. I'm talking crookers and quitting the Pelican Bay time. It's a line of niggas that want to.
And let's meet second team for the first fight. It's GPG, New York, United States of America.
We just gonna kick back on this, you know? Turn me up a little bit.
Up in the club, feeling tipsy, still posted about a bar. Got bitches flocking to me, they know it that I'm a star. These niggas hating on me cause 26 on the car. Plus my pocket full of presidents and y'all know who they are. The hole give me, that keep me rolling the way I do. The dog give me, that keep me looking for something new. Smoking, sipping hypnotic, watching the chick bounce. Check the dough, saw my booty was coming in by the ounce. Try to younce, making sure it was enough room for
Shake hands, touch the gloves. Keep the rules and protect yourself. Good luck. Judges.
Extreme hobby, durability, and rivalry.
All right, here we go. Fight number 1. Team Fighting Championships event number 2. Team USA from New York Global Proving Ground takes on LPF, Sanda LPF from Riga, Latvia. And you've got LPF in the blue, Team USA in the gray. Some nice leg kicks there from LPF. Sanda LPF here, he's in his guard. You see some hammer fists from the full mount position being rained down by Sanda LPF onto the Team USA member. Some stand-up tie kicks. My name is Jim Cooley, doing running commentary here today for the TFC event number 2. Catches that leg kick, does the Team USA member, but not able to do anything with it. LPF taking charge of this fight. There you saw a head stomp. Now he's going to go for a heel hook. Coming back over here, you see he has his back. Rather than looking for hooks, he's going to continue to strike. Hammer fists, as well as right hands. Working from the guard. LPF is doing a lot of double teaming, which is working out well for them. Here we have a heel hook attempt. The LPF fighter on his feet, working against that. Throwing strikes down, and he's going to get a little help from his teammate there. Some good striking from LPF. Team USA looks to be the smaller team. LPF having an average size, much bigger than that of the New York team, Global Proving Ground. Going for a guillotine there, he pulled back, and here we have the heel hook still being worked. Both men working for a heel hook. That guillotine still being attempted. A lot of action in these Team Fighting Championships fights. It's 5-on-5. You heard Sergey Domnin, our lead judge, or as we would say in the United States, ref or official. Some big rights being rained down. Now he's going to look to leave that guard and go over to help his teammate. And that's going to give Team USA a chance to get up and throw some strikes of their own. So we have a double team here. Both men just dropping powerful hammer fists to the body and the head region of the Global Proving Ground fighter. And it looks to me like Sanda LPF is just taking full control of this fight. Team USA looks outmatched at this point. Big strikes being exchanged, and you can see the size difference from Sanda LPF. A lot of carnage in the ring here. You can see there's some soccer kicks to the ribs of the downed US fighter as he has inside control from another member of Sanda LPF from Riga, Latvia. Now he's just turtling. He's not defending himself at all. Big elbow, almost a forearm there, and now he's just going to range strikes and elbows. As you can see, one man has control. And soccer kicks are very legal. This is not like US MMA where soccer kicks to the head are not legal. As you can see, not only are they legal, but they're used quite a bit in the Team Fighting Championships. The judges right there checking the action. It looks like they're going to call this fight. At least this particular skirmish here. And as a man is escorted from the ring, he's eliminated. This is last man standing is the TFC. You can see all the blue jerseys in there and not many gray ones left as most of them have been eliminated. And this looks like it's going to be down to 5-on-1. You have one guy going for a heel hook while another guy's raining strikes. And there goes the Team USA member from New York. And that's going to be it. Fight 1, TFC event number 2 is going to go to Sanda LPF, Riga, Latvia.
And the winner for the first fight is Sanda LPF from Riga, Latvia.
As you heard Svetlana official ring announcer of the TFC, announced our winner, Sanda LPF. So Global Proving Ground from the United States losing to Sanda LPF in the first fight, event number 2, Team Fighting Championships. Barnett of Team USA, age 23, MMA fighter, against Riga, a Pancratian fighter. They're squaring each other up, both throwing strikes, neither one really landing anything up to this point. Some leg kicks being thrown by Sean Barnett. He's got that leg. He's going to switch down into a single leg. He's going to attempt to suck that leg in, drive forward. But instead, the power of the LPF fighter just a little too much. Now he's going to throw leg kicks from the standing position to the down fighter. And this is common for a jiu-jitsu practitioner to stay on his back and want to fight from there. However, Sean does get to his feet, but he's knocked down with the left hand, right on the button there. Now he gets head stomped. Now here's where Sean Barnett's going to go for that leg lock. It looks like he's looking for an Achilles lock almost. At no point do I see him switch that to a heel hook. This is an Achilles lock. It puts pressure on the Achilles tendon of your opponent. You can hear his corner screaming heel hook, but he does not switch to a heel hook. And at this point, Riga is almost stacking him up, but Barnett using the strength in his legs to push him back down. But really, there's nothing here. That Achilles lock isn't working. And you see some heavy heel kicks to the head and shoulder area of Sean Barnett. You won't see those in the US as you cannot kick a downed opponent, but in the TFC that's perfectly legal. And you can hear his corner again, switch to the heel hook, switch to the heel hook. He does not. He's continuing. Now a small attempt there at a heel hook, but those left hands coming down hard from Riga of LPF. Now he switches to the heel hook. It's almost an inverted heel hook. Could have maybe even went for a knee bar there, and more kicks to the head of Sean Barnett. Riga just dropping those heel hooks in the ribs, in the head. I'm sorry, those heel strikes. At this point, he's bringing Barnett closer to him. He's got an arm, attempting to take the pressure off of that leg. And this really is the best that a Team USA fighter did in this first fight of event number 2, as you'll see a little bit later on. But Barnett holding his own in the grappling department. He appears to be a good grappler. His discipline is MMA. And then here comes the teammate of Riga, dropping some heavy leather hammer fists to the back area of Sean Barnett to the ribs. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation, so even if he was to get the heel hook, he's going to be in trouble here. Now he's got side control, does the teammate of Riga. And with that side control, now Riha's going to measure him, and he's going to just kick those ribs. Left kicks to the ribs and under the arm area there. Now you can see Sean Barnett visually trying to block those kicks, and while he does that, he's getting struck by the teammate, and there's the soccer kick to the head. Quick left-right combination, and you can hear him actually wincing in pain. He's in trouble at this point. And they're going to wave it off. Actually, Sean Barnett's going to wave it off. Now he'll be eliminated. We move on to NBK, MMA discipline, 22 years old, Team USA against Janka from Latvia, discipline also MMA, he's 30 years old. Janka already goes for a side headlock, and you can see NBK pommeled. Now he's going to throw a head kick. Sort of a deep kick there, Muay Thai style. Full mount, oh, no, I'm sorry, half guard here. And you can see that NBK is keeping Janka close to him so as not to allow him to create separation and rain down blows. But it's not a very active position here for NBK. He is not necessarily looking for any submissions. He's just looking to keep the bigger fighter closer and avoid the inevitable strikes. Now you can see Janka's going to leave NBK, throw a kick on a downed opponent. Now he lands a nice right there. NBK seems to be okay, but he's going to throw that deep kick again. This time they both threw it at the same time. It doesn't appear as NBK can find his range with the much bigger fighter in Janka of Sandow LPF. And he's using his left hand to keep that distance. Now he goes for a guillotine. NBK goes for a guillotine. He pulls guard with the guillotine, but immediately Janka escapes that. Big neck on Janka, hard to get that guillotine in a much bigger fighter. Now he's going to create separation. He's going to look to posture and rain down those big blows that you're seeing from all these Sandow LPF fighters, and there they are. 3 consecutive right hands. First one lands. Second one's a forearm that also lands. And Janka will leave again, and you're going to see him throw a kick on a downed opponent, and that gives NBK a chance to land a right hand. Almost not worried about NBK. He's almost looking for other people to attack, and there goes NBK now. He looked almost for a rear naked choke on the downed opponent. Move on to Buck from the USA, also an MMA fighter, against Kavalda, 22 years old, from Latvia. Pankration is his discipline. Kavalda and Buck. Now Kavalda instantly throwing leg kicks. Quick right hand that Buck is able to get out of the way of. Buck, again, the much smaller fighter. Kavalda looking around to see if he's going to be attacked by anyone else, as can happen in the team fighting championships. This is 5-on-5. Kavalda, the much bigger man, he's got the reach. He throws that kick, but it's caught by Buck. But for his troubles, he takes a leg kick and a right hand. Able to cover up there. Maybe a little boxing skill there from Buck. Buck throws a leg kick of his own, which is answered by a right hand and a right kick from Kavalda. Kavalda leaves him. Seems to be kind of an ongoing thing here with these Sandow LPF fighters, always looking to help out their teammates. Buck, for his part, is sort of keeping his distance now. He's going to throw a forearm to the back of the head of the Sandow LPF fighter. And these guys are a little more focused on the other fighters rather than each other. which might be good for Buck because he is size-wise, he's very outmatched, and that's a nice body shot there from Cavalda.
Pull your guard, get your guard, pull it! Now throw it up!
Buck does have the underhooks, but it's the strength is just too much for him as he's pushed away by Cavalda. Cavalda again looking for the range, throws a sort of a lazy jab out there just to keep the distance. And then there's a left-right combination, neither of which landed. Buck again attacking another opponent. He takes a big right hand from Cavalda for that. Buck backing up, covering up well. Not doing much. Now he's going to go for that single leg. You see big hammer fists there. Buck's in trouble now. 2-on-1, Cavalda and his teammate, as we saw earlier, just dropping heavy leather. At this point, Buck is in big trouble. Soccer kicks, punches, hammer fists. We have Original Bones, 46 years old, a boxer, taking on Medved from Latvia. Wrestling is his discipline. We got a 46-year-old and a 32-year-old here. Now the 46-year-old immediately comes out with some boxing and is hip tossed, and the bombs are coming quick from Medved. And you see Original Bones goes for that single leg. Medved instantly into the guillotine, rolls him over into a full mount, and that leather, he is letting his hands go. Medved dropping bombs on Original Bones. Boxers on their back, by and far, they're lost. Deep water that they don't want to be in. I know that Original Bones would much rather have this fight on his feet, and Medved obviously wants it on the ground. Here he's got his back. Will he get his hooks in? It's almost like he's looking for a choke without getting the hooks in. For his part, Original Bones almost tries like an arm drag to get him off, but you see the heavy leather coming down. He's throwing both right hands, and then using that same right hand to drop hammer fists to the other side of the head. And you notice the back of the head strikes are not stopped. They are not illegal in the team fighting championships. Big knee to the back of the head to a downed opponent. Powerful strikes. Medved is outclassing Original Bones. Here he has his back again, but again fails to get his hooks in. And I think he's content to keep Bones here and work strikes. Knees, hammer fists, and I believe that's going to end it. Rhino versus Slavyanin of Latvia, MMA versus wrestling, 29 versus 25 years of age. Slavyanin immediately takes control, and he's in the guard here of Rhino. Rhino, for his part, is doing a good job of not allowing Slavyanin to posture and drop punches. At the same time, his guard is wide open. He's not working any subs. You can hear his corner saying, "Get your guard, get your guard." He's got a really open guard here with the much bigger fighter on top of him. Rhino carrying the weight of both himself and Slavyanin. Now Slavyanin will look to posture. There's some big right hands. Slavyanin elbows, forearms, right hands. There's that elbow to the back of the head, elbow to the back of the neck area, followed by a forearm and two big right hands. And now he's just dropping heavy strikes, getting help from his teammate. You can see him being double teamed here. He's just trying to cover up. Slavyanin is already a little bit too much for the Rhino to handle, much less getting help from his teammate. But the Rhino is keeping calm. He's relaxed, even with the extra kicks coming from the other opponent. Rhino is looking to stay calm here and work through this with Slavyanin on top of him. Now he's throwing elbows of his own. Big elbows to Slavyanin now from the Rhino. Team USA. And now we've got a situation where he's in an ankle lock from one man. One man's in his guard, another man's striking him, and that's going to end the day for the Rhino. Slavyanin from Latvia wins that fight.
Extreme hobby, durability, and rivalry.